Welcome to your reading, you guys. First things first, everything has to be run by spirit. This is the download of the day. Everything is ran by spirit first, so the highest power. So if you feel like you're being spiritually attacked, physically attacked, any sort of attack, like everything is ran by spirit first, and that's one of the ways to cope and accept certain tragedies, is to understand that spirit is in control of everything. The devil or devil energy or low vibrational energies cannot afflict you unless spirit somehow, some way wants or allows certain things to happen. There's certain things that spirit will allow, and because it's the all-seeing eye, because it's the highest power, I am at peace with whatever it is that spirit allows, right? It's like, okay, spirit, if this is my trial, if this is my tragedy, if this is what I have to overcome, if this is the challenge that you're putting before me, I accept it, and I accept it with gratitude because it's coming from you. It's a fertile opportunity to grow, to ascend, and to be rewarded. Oh, Shay, because now I'm seeing spirit. Yeah. Whew. I accept the tragedies with gratitude, and it's so hard to do. I have been battling this for the past couple of days. And I've been afraid of this. Like, my fear is triggered up when it comes to this subject matter, and I have a really hard time what they call forgiving and what they call forgiving. It's like I can't give forgiveness any time of day. Like, I first have to accept. I just got to get to the part of acceptance. So in my heart, it's hard to cope with tragedy. I get angry. I get very, very angry. I've overcome that vengeful spirit, so I never, even now, the tragedy seems to just get upgraded. It's like the tragedies are just getting upgraded, and I can't be vengeful, even though I've never been this angry before. I've never been this angry before. I have never in my life been poked like this. Like, if anybody wants to get a reaction out of me, like, this particular tragedy is how to get a reaction out of me. But even still, I don't react, and that is taking every ounce of spiritual practice, patience, understanding lessons that I've ever had. It's taking everything in me to not be vengeful, to not be in a fit of rage. And I mean, obviously this is a huge milestone for me in my spirituality and just in life in general, okay? It is huge, and my life will never be the same. I mean, I will never be the same. I cannot wrap my head around this tragedy. But no matter what, I stay in integrity, and that's a huge example. That says a lot. That makes a statement to whatever is attacking. Like, you staying in integrity is a huge statement to whatever is attacking you. Attacking you, attacking the people that you love, to attack you. It's disgusting, and it's so upsetting, but the vengeance is not in my heart. I can't be vengeful because I know I've learned my lesson from that. I refuse to be vengeful. I've never been this angry before. But my integrity, it says so much more than any of the tragedies. My integrity is making such a louder, more profound statement than any of the attacks. Now, speaking for you, collective, your integrity is what's going to make the statement. Your integrity is what's going to make the change. Your integrity is what speaks louder than any attack on you or those that you love. Stay in integrity. This is what keeps the ball rolling for you. This is what gets you out of this warfare where you're being attacked. Your integrity is going to ascend you out. It's an escape route. Acceptance. Accept the tragedy with gratitude. Now, that sounds probably ludicrous to most people, but I just feel like from my perspective, this is what I have to say about these things. Acceptance is so important, and it's almost impossible. But when you get a taste of the reward, you will be accepting of this, no problem. I'm telling you right now, you can accept this tragedy. You can accept the tragedies because of the rewards. If there was no reward, then it would be very hard to accept any of these tragedies. It would be very hard to be okay with being either abused, attacked, ridiculed, mocked, falsely accused, you and or your loved ones attacked. I mean, that is something that will pull you out of character too quick. I mean, you will forget every spiritual Zen lesson all the meditation, everything will drop down to nothing when you see your loved ones in pain, or when you see very, very horrid wickedness happening. It will create a monster out of you. But Spirit allowed this tragedy. That's what I'm trying to understand myself, and I'm trying to heal with the collective here, sharing this with y'all. Is Spirit allowed certain tragedies, very specific, and I'm seeing Spirit right now. Spirit allows very specific tragedies to occur. Everything runs by Spirit first. Even the devil has to run by Spirit first. Spirit is in control of everything. If Spirit allows devil energy or low vibrational energy to interfere with your health, your well-being, your finances, it is something that you have to accept. And I'm telling you, Spirit would not allow these things to happen if there wasn't an equal and opposite reaction. You got major, major, major tragedy, and I'm telling you, there's a major, major, major reward. Duality. Accept the reward. How about that? Accept the reward. You went through this trauma, you went through this tragedy, so that you can accept a reward that you couldn't even you're not going to be able to wrap your head around this reward. You can't wrap your head around this trauma. You can't understand why this could happen. But you're also not going to understand how this could happen in the extreme opposite experience. You're not going to be able to wrap your head around your rewards, love. You're not going to be able to, just the same way you can't wrap your head around the tragedy, you can't wrap your head around the reward for surviving. I'm telling you, there's a reward for these tragedies. There's a balancing act happening at all times. And Spirit needs you to see the bigger picture. Because if you focus and hone in on the tragedy, you're going to perpetuate more tragedy. If you hone in and focus on tragedy, you're going to perpetuate more tragedy to balance the scales out. Spirit wants to give you a reward beyond your fathomability, a reward beyond what you can wrap your head around. For this tragedy that you can't wrap your head around. You can't understand why me, why me. When God rewards you, you're going to be like, me? I get this experience, I get to have this, or I am doing what I love, or I'm following my dreams, and I'm chosen? How? Why me? Don't worry about that. The same way you can't understand why me when this pain came into your life. The same way you couldn't fathom or wrap your head around the pain that you had to experience. The pain that you watched someone you loved experience and go through. You're not going to be able to wrap your head around or understand the reward that you're going to experience. You're experiencing just by surviving. We can get into it. We can get more into it. But there is a very soothing, this medicine is going to ease every ache and every tear that you shed. It's going to soothe and ease your burdened heart. This medicine that Spirit has for you is going to take care of that pain. It's going to take care of that tragedy. It is going to ease that tragedy. The massive shifts that are occurring in your life because of this tragedy. No, it could be different for everybody. Either you got the reward first and the tragedy later. You got the tragedy first and the reward later. But the way I'm picking this up on this, it was a tragedy first. It was just tragedy. And then you're trying to understand. And I'm telling you, Spirit is trying to get you to see the big picture. For this tragedy, there is a reward. Okay, the law of duality, yin and yang, balance. And when I'm telling you, when it's like this and it's just tragedy, it's pain. And then when it's like this and it's rewards, it's bliss. You got seasons of bliss waiting for you. Seasons and chapters, maybe even eras. It's duality is layered. You got instant karma, as they say, right? And then you also have got long-term chapters and seasons of balance, where you have a season of bliss with minor inconveniences and minor aggravations, and then you have seasons of tragedy with moments of bliss and moments of peace, and then there's a balancing act. This is just a constant layered balancing act. Duality, I feel like, it's on a molecular level, it's on a grand scale. There's a better way to say that, but I feel like this duality is happening in different proportions within and without your life. It's hard to put into words. I hope you're tapping into the frequency of duality with me. There's major shifts happening because we experienced, or you might have experienced, a major tragedy. Do not lose your integrity. Allow bliss to fill that void and to fill that space. Allow this medicine. If you don't calm down and breathe so you can receive this medicine, get this medicine before you lash out, before you turn into someone that you're not, before you accept a path that is not meant for you. Spirit has medicine for this tragedy. Spirit allowed this tragedy. Accept this tragedy with gratitude, because this tragedy comes with a reward. There is a reward. There is an equal and opposite experience for you. If it's not in the present moment, it's happening for you on a cellular level, on a molecular level. Balance is happening. Duality is happening. Okay? It's organic and natural for this to balance out. You want the best possible experiences. Don't worry about understanding this tragedy. Just accept this tragedy and all that it comes with. Accept this tragedy and all of the rewards and all of the bliss that is guaranteed to you, okay? It's guaranteed. You've said all of this pain, all of this pain, all of this pain. You are guaranteed all of this bliss, all of this bliss, all of this bliss. Don't reject your bliss to balance pain out with pain. An eye for an eye, or getting your revenge. Don't worry about revenge. Worry about this bliss. Worry about this medicine. Worry about these new opportunities. Worry about the opposite end of the spectrum here. Don't focus on the pain unless, you know, you have to feel the pain. You cannot escape the pain. You cannot ignore the pain. You cannot dismiss the pain. Don't do that with your blessing. You're not going to be able to do that. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. You can't ignore your pain. You can't dismiss your pain. You can't turn off the pain. And you're not going to be able to turn off these blessings, shorty. I'm saying that because I'm upset and I got to talk. I got to just keep it 100. You cannot turn your back on these blessings. You know, you want to sulk. You might want to sulk and dwell on the tragedy. Why? How? Who? What? When? Where? How? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You cannot ignore and turn your back on this bliss either. When this bliss comes in, if it hasn't already, if you don't see it, if you're not able to tap into it, you're not going to be able to ignore it. And Spirit is going to make it so that you cannot escape your bliss. You cannot escape your medicine. You cannot turn your back on the high vibrational experience. Now you have free will. But if Spirit allows a blessing to smack you upside the head, what are you going to do then? Same way Spirit allowed tragedy to smack you upside the head, Spirit is going to allow your blessings to hit you dead center in between your eyes. And what you gonna do? Be like, no, I am too traumatized. I am too hurt. I don't believe in being happy. I don't believe in unconditional love. I don't believe in duality. I don't believe, like, you better accept it. It's coming whether you want it to or not. Message. Spirit got something for that tragedy. Spirit would not allow it if it wasn't meant for you. If you weren't designed for it. Woo! Woo! Let me be myself. Especially while I have the space and time to do this. Spirit would not allow it if it wasn't a part of the plan. There's a big picture to this. There's a big, big, big picture that you might not be able to see all the way. And I'm here to tell you, especially if you were called or drawn to this video, there's certain things that you need to know. And that's why Spirit has people channeling messages out here, especially ones in integrity, ones who have really been doing the work, know what they're talking about, really can channel, tap into those frequencies of gratitude, etc. They really can give you some insight, real insight onto the why, the how, the what, the who. That'll calm your spirit down and let you move forward with grace and gratitude and acceptance. And that bliss and that medicine can come right on in. You're open and receptive to the medicine. And you can't wrap your head around this bliss. I'm telling you right now. It's going to blow your mind. The same way your pain and your trauma blows your mind. Like you will never understand it. You will never understand these rewards. You will never understand these dreams coming true. This wish fulfillment. You will never understand your prayers being fulfilled beyond what you asked for. It will come, and it will come like a thunderstorm that you can't avoid. Let it rain down. Rain on me, Lord, won't you take this pain from me? I don't want to live, I don't want to breathe till you just rain on me. Lord, won't you take this pain from me? Y'all, I'm not trying to sing for real, but you catch my drift. You catch my drift, y'all. I'm in there with you. Yep. Let this medicine come on in. Just take this medicine, please. Take this nasty cough syrup. If you don't swallow this cough syrup, I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not trying to be rude. This is just the vibration I'm in right now, but it's a positive, beautiful message. Please see that. Please see past my vibration and pick up on the beautiful energy, this medicinal energy, this medicine that soothes and eases your burdened spirit. Okay? Whew, this medicine is everything. It's more than what you could have ever dreamed of. Now, this is here. I'm not promising you nothing. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm not talking about some, oh, just hold on, be patient. It's coming, it's coming. This is here already. This medicine is in your present day reality. You have medicine pouring into you right now. You have bliss available to you right now. You have abundance available to you right now. What are you looking at? What are you focusing on? What are you pouring all of your energy and intention into? Focus all of your attention onto, pay attention to your medicine. Pay attention to the medicine. Whew, okay, and tapping in. Pay attention to the medicine. Where's the medicine? Especially if you're in the dark right now. If you're in the dark, if you don't turn on, I'm not threatening you. Turn on, just take this advice. To turn on your senses to the light. Like, block out the darkness is all around you, right? Now you could be like lost in that, or you could be looking for light. Put your antenna, stick your antennas out Stick your tentacles out and search for that medicine. Find that medicine, find that light, if that makes any sense. Focus your attention to the medicine. Now, when I think about medicine, sometimes it's just fresh air. Sometimes it's just getting fresh air. That's real. That's a real thing. There's a new opportunity at bay. There's an opportunity at bay. You have to be able to see it. You can see it. You are capable of seeing the light. You can find the medicine. You can find the light. You are fully equipped to find the light. I'm telling you right now, there is a blissful experience in this medicine, in this light. What do you think of? Because I got a visual, I got a really, really big visual of this blissful frequency, this medicinal energy. I want to just dive into the medicine. Spirit, give us medicine for this tragedy, for these tragedies, for a tragedy, whatever it is that is burdening the spirit of the collective. Spirit, it might be a popsicle. I don't know. Right now, I literally got a visual of like a popsicle. Like one of those colorful popsicles that you get from the grocery store. That might really make somebody's day. And, you know, that's going on my grocery list. You know what I'm saying? Popsicle, like, I don't know what that was about. Also, I also got I tapped into a frequency, this unconditional love frequency that feels so good. But for some reason, it's like, Spirit, I need Spirit to tell me more about this medicine. Like, help me find it. Help us find it. Help us tap into it. Help us cultivate it. Help us focus on it. Help us see it. Oh, I'm getting more messages. Help us, Spirit. Tap into this gratitude. Wow. A lot of the same cards from the previous spread. This card right here is speaking facts. Spirit says you can't tap into it right now because I'm not showing it to you. I'm trying to see what you're going to do. Spirit wants you to pass the integrity lesson. Spirit wants you to overcome your vengeance, your vengeful spirit. If you've ever struggled with that in the past, Spirit wants you to overcome it in this instant, in this challenge. Spirit wants you to overcome your vengeful spirit before revealing the medicine. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you how. But I see this is your energy. Mind you, this card is the card. Excuse my broke nail. This card right here is the card that has been missing for a couple of weeks now. And I found it today. And it's interesting that this card comes out when I try to think of the medicine. But the medicine really is allowing yourself to be in this energy of why. How could this happen? what could I thought I did everything that I could have done, you know, just thinking like, what could I have done differently? How could this happen? This is tragic. Spirit wants you to allow yourself to feel all of that rage, anger, disappointment, pain. Accept it and allow it to flow through you. Don't let it coil up. You're helping so many people. Either you're helping your example, you just being in this energy and accepting this energy, as painful as it is, as crazy as wild, as hard as it is to understand, you sitting in this acceptance is, oh, Spirit is present, teaching somebody a lesson. And this is a very important figure in your life. Somebody who's close to you, someone who will be close to you, someone who's already in your life, someone who's coming into your life, however it might play out. There's an important figure in your life that is completely, like, this breaks open all of their limited belief systems. This is breaking open all of their pessimistic thoughts and ideas about even God. You know, it's doing something major in this person. And because it's like, you might feel like, okay, why am I being used to help teach people a lesson? Why is my pain being used as an example? I'm telling you, this person's impact on your life is serious business. Serious. This is an important figure in your life. Now, it's either your example, your integrity is teaching masses of people about releasing that vengeful spirit and creating more harmony and bliss in the world, or it's either that or this one person has so much influence. It's like you're teaching a mass group of people. Okay, you're someone of high influence is inspired by your behavior, and it's going to impact you greatly, and or the masses. All of the above. Okay, that's what you're doing right now. Somebody that is going to play a huge part in your bliss, a huge part in your reward. This figure plays a huge part in your bliss and your reward. Needs to see you overcome and overstand this tragedy with grace and acceptance that only Spirit could provide. I mean, only Spirit could get you through something like this gracefully. And as you do the impossible, what is deemed as impossible by most people, as you do the impossible, I mean, this blows the mind or the minds of very influential and important people who will directly have an impact on your reward and your bliss. It's very important that you do what it is that you're being called to do, that you were designed to do. It might be impossible to most people, but for you, it is possible. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can overcome this. You can overstand this. You can move forward. You can pass. You can walk past the temptation. The temptation to go backward. You can walk right on past that. Like, I ain't stopping my journey for none of that. I'm not stopping my mission for none of that low vibrational, disgusting, pitiful, pathetic, downright devil energy vibration. I can't understand how it got to me after doing all of this work to get get past it, to overcome it. I don't understand how devil energy could get to me after all of this ascension journey that I've been doing, that I've trekked all of this ground that I've covered. How could this low vibrational energy affect me here in the place that I'm standing right now? Spirit, the only thing that could allow this thing to get to you is spirit. Spirit said, you know what, come on up, devil, and we're going to, I can't speak for spirit, but it's in that, it's a part of the plan. It's a part of the bigger picture. And the only reason why it was able to happen was because spirit allowed it. So you are being called to accept it with gratitude, because there's a huge lesson and reward that is going to have an impact and an influence for generations. The shifts and transitions, the generational curses that are being broken right now, it's unspeakable. That's why this is happening to you, of all people. That's why this tragedy happened to you, of all people, that you were chosen. And it's an honor. It's an honor to lead this shift and this transition into higher dimensions of life, more life. We're cultivating and fostering more bliss and more life. And you are the leader. You are the inspiration. You are the cause to action. Accept this tragedy with gratitude and grace, as hard as it may be. And some people are gonna be like, oh hell no, fuck that. Like I can kind of tap into that, but I've been there, and I'm telling you right now, I want more. I want so much more than that. So I'm accepting more. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. Infinite gratitude. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, whatever, it could have been worse. I mean, all of that. And I hate you know how people are like, don't tell me it could have been worse. Don't invalidate my tragedy because it's not your tragedies. Hey, I'm telling you right, whatever it is that you got to tell yourself to overcome that vengeful spirit, do it right now, because you got better coming for you than revenge. There's so much, I mean, for generations to come. Like, your abundance is infinite. Do not cheat yourself out of that for some revenge, okay? If somebody take your eye out, I don't want your dirty, dusty, crusty eye, fool. Keep that. You worried about taking out my eye. I don't want your dirty, I never wanted your dirty, crusty eye. That's not what I want. Let's talk about revenge. Somebody take your eye out. Eye for an eye. I'm literally using that phrase, eye for an eye. If you take my eye out, boo boo, I don't want your dirty, crusty eye. I'm not getting your eye because you got mine. Like, keep your dirty, crusty, nasty, disgusting eye. Like, I'm good on your eye. Like, I need more than that. I'm getting more than that. Like, you keep my eye. You think that's something? Like, go ahead and keep it. You need it then, baby. You really need my eye more than I need my eye, baby. Not only do I got healing, I got bifocals on the way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I got contact lens. I got a glass eye for that. Like, don't worry about it. Go ahead and keep that eye. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will take your eye out and stand there like, oh, they gonna try and take my eye out now. I don't want your dirty, crusty eye. We don't want your dirty, crusty eye. Your trifling, dirty, crusty 2030, 2015 vision eye. I don't know. I'm really just trying to soothe and ease my heart too. Like, but I'm being 100% real as well. The messages it's not a dream. I'm not selling you a dream, baby. Whoever took your eye out, tell them you need it more than I do. I got something greater, much beyond what you took from me. That's the frequency. That is our attitude. And then it's crazy how somebody will try and take your eye out and then stand back 10 feet scared and paranoid, trying to protect their eye. Like, I don't want your dirty, crusty eye. And they're living a life of fear. They're living in fear of their eye being taken out. When you let that eye go, your eye got taken out and you just let it go. You need it more than I do, or you whatever. You let your eye go. You have an abundance mindset. You are able to move past those losses and those tragedies because you're willing to accept and receive greater, and you can see greater with your one eye that you got left. You can see greater. You can see beyond what was lost on the horizon in your present reality. Okay, in your present reality, you see your abundance here and now. It's not like, oh, abundance is coming, it's coming, I'm going to be rewarded for this someday, soon, one day, whenever. Hey, there might be a certain level of patience that comes along with the lesson, but there's also something immediate, instant, and fast happening for you in the present moment. Your abundance is right here, right now. Use your one eye that you got left to see your abundance and see why that person had to take your other eye. See, you see why, like, oh, you really needed that. I am going to be okay. You go ahead and keep that eye that you took from me. You go ahead and keep it. You really, 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 really need it. That person probably would have committed suicide if they couldn't get your eye. Like, they needed it that bad. Like, you are going to be okay without your eye. That person really, really, really needed it and wouldn't have survived or couldn't have pictured themselves surviving without it. But you have so much infinite abundance surrounding you. You're going to use the eye you got left to go ahead and be happy with it and receive your blessings with it. Whether that be a whole bionic eye that has a ingrained microscope in it, whatever healing and restoration that you're going to receive for your losses, accept that before you accept this eye that done got ripped out from you. Like, and this person, whole time while you're looking at your abundance, while you're looking at what's left, while you're working with what you got, right? You're like, okay, I got this one eye. What can I do with this one eye? What can I see with this one eye that I got left? They're over here watching you, scared that you're gonna take their eye, trying to take one of their dusty, crusty eyes. Don't even worry about that. They're gonna live a life in fear of you taking vengeance out on them. Whole time you're tapping into your gratitude, you're tapping into your abundance, you're tapping into your medicine, you're tapping into your healing, you're tapping into your restoration. You're not worried about nobody dusty, crusty, nasty, trifling eyes. Let them be afraid of you. Let them be paranoid. And then watch them learn, like, from you. Watch them watch you for the rest of your life, learning from you. And it's not out of vengeance. It's just how the scales balance. You're not vengeful towards this person. Even me calling their eyes dusty and crusty and musty, that's my low vibrational spirit, kind of wanted to take a jab. But shoot, I can talk about how dusty and crusty and musty their eyes are. They already went and snatched mine out of my freaking face. Me calling their eyes dusty and crusty and musty is not going to do nothing. That's why it is what it is. Like, All I can do is tell you that I don't want your dusty and crusty musty eye. I'm not willing to sacrifice my abundance and my light and my happiness to try and snatch your eye out of your skull. Who has time for that when we have all of this abundance and all these infinite possibilities? Shoot, you take my eye out. I had a stigma. How about this? I'm not going to call their eye dusty and crusty and musty. I take it back. That is vengeful. That is kind of vengeful in itself, right? I take all of that back that I said about this person's eye being dusty, crusty, and musty. I have to tell you something about the eye that you took from me. I had a stigmatism in it. So I hope you can find use for it. But I had a bad stigmatism in that eye that you took from me. And what I'm about to receive is a bionic eye to replace it. Boom. That's how it works. You wanted, I got the dusty, crusty, musty eye. Switch it up. Actually, it's not about this other person having dusty, crusty, musty eyes. I have dusty, crusty, musty eyes. You thought my dusty, crusty, musty, stigmatism afflicted eye was something. Shoot. Let me go ahead and get this bionic replacement. This biomechanic, whatever you want to call it, eye replacement. Okay? Let me grow around this pain and this grief. Let me ascend past this pain and this grief. Because what you took from me ain't got nothing on what I already have. Or what this person or these people did to you, tried to take from you, is nothing compared to what you already have right now, here in the present moment. Let's get this medicine, y'all. For real. Let's get this medicine. Now, I keep seeing these spheres. I mean, it's giving medicine. It's giving the pill. It's giving the healing right now. So I don't know who needed to hear this, but I hope you got something from it that you needed. Accept your bionic eye. Don't worry about that person. Like, the person who took your eye from you is like thinking that you worried about them taking their eye right now. And that's ridiculous. You have so much important abundance to foster and cultivate in your life, to be worried about trying to snatch their eye. And that's the lesson that they're learning right now. Wow, this person doesn't even care to snatch my eye. Wow. I mean, that says a lot. This person does not even see the eye that they could have taken from me. Like, they're not even focused on getting their lick back. Like, they don't even pay attention to me. I thought I took something from them. I thought I did something to them. You're clearing the way for the abundance. That's what they did. They cleared your way. However that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. I really feel this energy, like 100%. Spirit, give us a little bit more medicine, because you know how much pain it was when the eye got snatched out. That hurt for real. It hurt like I can't even. I know you, spirits, like I know that hurt. Whew. This is huge to me. Just these two cards. Spirit knows that it hurt. Okay, Spirit knows exactly how you feel. This right here is so oh my goodness. I am everything is giving everything. Spirit knows that hurt. Spirit knows exactly what you're going through, knows exactly how you're feeling. Like, Spirit's like, I know you're mad. I know you are mad. I know. And Spirit is like, girl, boy, if you don't just hold it together and be grateful for everything that you have before you sacrifice or lose it all, and we're gonna have to start this thing all over again to get you back on track, because Spirit is not gonna abandon you, even if you make a mistake, even if you fall out of integrity. Spirit is not going to abandon you. Spirit just wants you to ascend past your vengeance and your rage. Accept more than that. Accept more for your life. You deserve more than just to be vengeful and angry. You deserve so much more. Spirit wants you to ascend past your vengeance for more, for greater. Spirit completely understands how you feel about this whole thing. Spirit completely sees what happened, what you went through, why you feeling this way, why it's so hard for you to ascend past certain things. Spirit completely covers you in this time. Spirit is completely holding you down while you're overcoming this tragedy. Spirit brought this person, this entity, this low vibrational energy into your plan for a reason. The person who took your eye is essentially a part of the plan. It's a part of the plan. You gotta see the picture. You gotta see the picture. You gotta see the, I'm sorry, I can't even speak right. You gotta see the bigger picture. Don't even look at the person who snatched your eye out of your skull as something outside of God's will. Like, that whole experience, that whole tragedy is a part of the bigger picture. It's a part of the plan. Don't even separate that person like that person is the devil or that person is of the devil. Like, I gotta like get away from that person. Like, obviously you're not gonna be close to that person after they caused you pain, or you're not gonna allow that person into your space, or you're not going to tolerate abuse. But that person is a part of that abuse, that pain, that tragedy, whatever, what have you, is a part of the plan. It's a part of the bigger picture. Spirit wants you to know that you are covered by Spirit completely, and your gratitude is greatly is received. Spirit knows that your gratitude right now is so valuable. Like, I mean, your gratitude is valuable at all times. Your gratitude is the same. It's always the same, but it's like, it means something. It just means a lot. It's just something different about your gratitude when you're in the midst of tragedy. It's just something potent about that gratitude. When you're in the midst of tragedy and you're still grateful to the Most High, it's potent. It gets you up out of your seat. When you feel depressed, when you feel like you can't move on, you can't go forward, and you start speaking on gratitude, that will get you up out of the bed after laying down, not being able to do nothing. That gratitude is potent in the midst of tragedy. Just speaking, if you don't feel the energy of it, if you can't tap into the frequency of gratitude, just say gratitude out loud. Just speak the words. It will get you up out of that chair, out of that bed, out of that stagnant energy. It will get you up and moving. Move. Keep moving. Shake. Move, shake, and breathe. Whew. That's some potent energy. I mean, your energy is potent right now in this time. I mean, it is felt. You are felt. You are felt right now. And it's almost like you can't see how you're felt because you're in the midst of your own tragedy. but you are setting the stage, the scene. You are the narrator of this entire story. It is completely understood how you feel. You are completely understood and heard. Spirit commends you and is favoring you beyond your understanding right now because of the example that you are leading for the collective and for yourself. Like you are really setting the tone, setting the stage for what is like divine behavior, what is deserving behavior. Like your worthiness is seen. I mean, I'm telling you, you don't even see it because you're in the midst of it, but I'm telling you, every step you take screams, I am worthy of the best of life. Every step, every sway of your hips screams out, I am worthy. Even when I feel like the odds are stacked up against me, everything about you screams to the universe, to the external world, to the internal world, on the molecular level, on the planetarial, of whatever, on every level and on every proportion of life. Your actions are screaming out, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. Here it is. Here is your abundance. All that respect, all of that integrity, all of your track record is building. Your resume is building. Like your spiritual credit is massive. I mean, you're putting in deposits right now into your spiritual bank account that are huge. You're making huge deposits into your spiritual bank account. That gratitude is a deposit that I can't even speak on the zeros on that deposit. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I see this reward lasting for generations. This is a reward. This is a gift that keeps on giving. This is a gift that is going to continuously pour into you. You will never not have this worthiness, this integrity. It's so valuable. Accept it. It's really beautiful. You are honorable. You are highly respected for your behavior and the way that you go about coping with this tragedy. It puts you in it beelines you into a position of high honor and high respect. You might go from being a regular old Joe Blow to being beelined into a position of high honor, respect, and prestige. And not in a vain, egotistical way. You know the tragedy that puts you in this seat and in this position. You know what tragedies put you in this position of power. It's not out of ego. It's not out of anything vain. It's not out of anything superficial. You are taking a seat in this position of high honor, high prestige, high power. And you have it's very comfortable for you. You're not intimidated to be a leader. You know exactly what tragedies occurred to land you both butt cheeks firmly placed in your position of power that will never be taken from you. You have power that will never ever, nobody can attack your position. It's like your butt cheeks are literally, the seat is designed for your butt cheeks only. You will never not have this position. I try to humor y'all too. I do the best I can. So let's accept that. Let's accept that with gratitude. Let's keep making these deposits. Let's just continue to ascend and transcend and accept these leadership positions. You have a huge responsibility to keep moving forward and to continue to be grateful. More medicine, spirit. More medicine. What is it that I'm trying to chase away? I feel like I'm trying to chase away a spirit of like depression, a spirit of, yeah, I feel like it's like I'm tapping into these frequencies, but it's like I also can feel the presence of something that I'm trying to like avoid at all costs, like depression, you know, like there's no hope, like we're tapping into the frequency of hope, but there's also this frequency of, oh, there's no hope. There is no reward for this tragedy. There's nothing that I can do about this. This is just sad. Allow yourself to feel that sadness. Allow yourself to feel like, you know, this is sad. We're not going to just focus on, you know, the reward when there's obviously other things present here. There is tragedy. There is sadness. There is loss. There is pain. Ashe, keep it 100, spirit. We have pain, we have loss, and we have tragedy. We have rewards, we have hope, we have honor. Period. Now how do you feel? Alive. That all that says, that screams life, balance, yin and yang. We have pain, we have loss, we have tragedy, we have rewards, we have bliss, and we have honor. Spirit, is there anything else that you want us to know? Is there anything else that we need to hear? Any messages from you, Spirit? Gratitude. Oh, and there's a lot of fun, a lot of bliss, a lot of healing that you can tap into right now. However you do it. And there's also that pain and that loss and that tragedy that you're accepting of. You're just accepting of it. Gracefully, without being vengeful, without being spiteful. You accept the tragedy for the reward. And it's like, we're learning this now. Don't let fear, like, do not give your fears any time of the day. If you have any fears that are stopping you from moving forward or from doing what it is that you want to do, dismiss them. There are no fear. No, you have no room for fear. No room to feel fearful, anxious. Keep moving. Excuse me. I can keep up with your turning tables under your thumb. I can breathe. Adele, Turning Tables. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even gonna try. But that song is playing in my head right now. Passion. Ooh. You're fired up. Yeah. Reward that keeps giving. It keeps giving. This tragedy is it's got light pouring in all the time. Accept your reward. Accept your tragedy and accept your reward.